When Johnny comes marching home again, oh yeah, oh yeah, they'll give him a swinging welcome then, oh yeah, oh yeah. The girls are screaming, the boys will shout, and the old folks too will all turn up, and they'll all go mad when Johnny comes marching home. But a ball be had when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna cheer him 3 times 3, oh yeah, oh yeah. That purple heart's in readiness to pin upon his battle dress, and they'll all go mad when Johnny comes marching home. Will a ball be had when Johnny comes marching home? Let all the beauties on that day, oh yeah, oh yeah. Put all their beauties on display, oh yeah, oh yeah. And let each one perform her part to satisfy the fighter's heart, and they'll all go mad when Johnny comes marching home. Will a ball be had when Johnny comes marching home?
Good night.
I wish some nice man would drive me home.
You stick to buses, Becky. They're safer.
Stats. Statistics, old boy. It's a breakdown of my territory. I know just where my casual and my regular buyers are. I've been wanting to get my teeth into something like this.
You ought to try bringing sandwiches.
It's the age of science, John. You should take an interest in these.
I've been getting along all right without them.
Have you, old boy?
Old boy, I've never had it so good.
What's that you're saying?
You saw me park it over there. It's gone.
It may have been taken by mistake.
Listen to me, Alfie. Did you see anyone near it?
No, I've been too busy. But yeah,
surely you must have... I parked it over there.
I shouldn't worry too much, sir. We recover 80% of all stolen cars within 48 hours. Ford Anglia, you said.
What about the others?
Well, there are people who make a business of converting cars, you know. Sometimes they get away with it.
What happens?
Well, they change the look of your car and supply it with the logbook and number plates of a smashed-up car of the same make. It's a well-organized business.
I may never get it back.
Suppose that's why you insure them. Now, sir, Have you a phone at your home address?
Johnny?
One of our most expensive free samples. You still have to pay me for it.
Had a good day?
Yeah, not bad. Are they asleep?
It's after 8.
Daddy.
I thought so.
Daddy.
Hey, you should be asleep.
After they landed on the moon, Daddy, what happened?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
But did they get back to Earth?
Yeah, of course.
How?
In their methylated dioxide plastic suits.
Oh, I see.
Come on now. Sandra's asleep. Mustn't wake her. Bed now, story tomorrow.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night.
I hope you can get them back to Earth for your sake.
Anne.
Hmm?
Anne, leave that.
What's the matter?
The Anglia's gone.
Don't be silly.
Taken from outside Burgess, stolen. I've been to the police.
Johnny, are you sure?
I left it outside Burgess. A couple of hours later, it was gone.
Yes, well, someone might have taken it by mistake.
The only mistake was that I never... We've got any cigarettes?
We smoked that 10 last night. What did the police say?
They said we had a good chance of getting it back, eventually.
You need it this week. Well, couldn't we manage to hire a car or something? Or at least if we get the Anglia back, or you collect the insurance.
We couldn't even afford to hire a bicycle.
Mummy, can I have a drink of water?
No, you can't. Get back to bed. Go on.
Late spring, but the cigarettes are coming up all right.
Darling, gave me a fright about the car. I thought for a moment that... we managed somehow. It was managed in the end.
Even though we've had to walk it.
Good morning, my love. You look like the very breath of spring.
See me at 5:30.
Rear Admiral Pennington on deck.
Just leaving.
Morning, Mr. Pennington. The buses are becoming impossible. That's why I bought it. Well, of course, it's not just the buses, I know.
Always pleased to see you, Mr. Cummings. On time.
Oh, I'm really sorry about the hold-up this morning, Mr. Pennington.
What is it you want to show me?
Ah, now, something really out of the ordinary. My sample case went astray. But I've got one here somewhere. Here it is. Easy squeeze shampoo, you see? Now, this is something really out of the ordinary in the way of packaging. Burgess, I suppose you'd say they've always been rather conservative. I suppose that's the word.
Thank you, Mr. Cummings, thank you. Any literature, sir?
Yes, but I'd like to add a point or two myself. You see, this shampoo, or rather its packaging, it is...
Mr. Cummings, I haven't got very much time. Might I make just one point? We know each other well. Please don't try to sell me so hard.
Oh, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression.
Now, don't apologize, please. Just don't be late next time. You know as well as I do, there are half a dozen new shampoos on the market, and one's as good as another.
Yes,
All
but
right, I'd like to try Burgess. You give me a sample. Now let's have the leaflet. There we are. Good day, Mr. Cummings.
Good day, Mr. Pennington. Not many orders today, Arthur. I thought I'd make it easy for you.
Mr. Cummings, Mr. Berger Jr. wants to see you. He's been waiting.
What are you waiting for, Cummings? Come along in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Verger?
I won't ask you to sit down. I shan't keep you long.
Live on our feet, the salesman's motto.
Cummings, I'm virtually taking over the sales and production side from my father.
He's not retiring.
Well, he'll be doing board meetings and so on. You won't be seeing very much of him. Point is, Cummings, I think I can get quite a bit more out of our sales division.
I'm sure there's nothing I can't cope with, Mr. Verger.
There's your sales figures for last month.
Difficult month in my area, Mr. Berger. It's not so wealthy as some of the others, you know. They spend a lot at Christmas and then they go cold.
There's your pre-Christmas sales. Not much better.
Well, I think I can surprise you, Mr. Berger.
And we've had a lot of complaints.
Complaints?
Yes, you've been late for appointments.
Well, it has happened, I know, Mr. Berger, once or twice. It's damn difficult getting around these
Cummings,
days.
it's not just a question of getting around. There are new methods of salesmanship today. Convincing people to buy instead of trying to pressure
Well,
it.
I know.
We've got to be
that.
twice as effective. There are a number of very astute young men coming forward in this business, quick, confident.
I know it,
And
I
we need them,
realize it.
Cummings, because we can't stand still. We've got to do better, move faster, even to keep up.
Exactly, Mr. Berger, exactly. That's why I bought a car.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. When did you get it?
Last week.
Good.
It'll make all the difference, Mr. Berger.
I hope so, Cummings. We can't any of us afford to stand still.
No,
That's all. Good night, Cummings.
No, Mr. Berger. Hello, Sergeant. This is Cummings here. Any news? News about my car.
Sorry, old boy. Sorry.
You'll have me working overtime again, Mr. Spink.
Sorry, but you just can't help selling this easy squeeze. Scientifically, though. Scientifically.
Who's there? Hey, oh, it's you, is it? Oh, I'm already told you. I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing.
Yes, but I thought I'd ask you again, Alfie.
You've no right in here if I don't want you.
I know, Alfie, but you're the only one that can help me.
Anyway, I don't know what you're making all the fuss about. I reckon you got a nice cushy number over at Burgett's. They'll buy you another car, so what's the difference?
Don't be bloody silly. I'm not someone working my own pitch. Anytime they like, they can... What's that you're giving them?
Oh, it's special stuff they eat.
Yeah, they're nice.
You know, I got something better than that. Yeah, look at terrapins. They're better than fish. They can walk. If I was to tell you anything, you'd only have the police around.
No, I wouldn't, Alfie. I wouldn't. I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, anyway, I'm not saying I know nothing. I never saw who took your car. But you could try asking down at the Victory Cafe.
Asking who? Asking who, Alfie? Asking who? Fourpence, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Do you happen to know where I could find Tommy Towers?
I'm Tommy Towers. Who are you, the man from the YMCA?
No, I'm afraid not.
Hello, lads. Let's have a look here. Burgess Speciality Soap. All the best tarts in town use this. Wait. He wants to know what sort of lipstick we're using. No offence, mister. No offence. Now, what do you want to see me about?
It's about my car. I wondered if you could help me.
Oh, you've got a car, have you?
Yes, you see, I work at Burgess down the road. I parked in there yesterday afternoon. When I came out, it was gone.
Well, I mean, what was it? A small car with 4 wheels and a little engine up the front? Hey?
Is this right?
I confess, Governor. I stole it to rob a bank.
Bank?
We was going to put it back, but the coppers was after us. Chased us all the way out to Scotland. Then we ran out of petrol.
Good, then what happened?
Well, the law gave us a lift back to town. The old car's still up there, mate. Come on, lads.
All right, that is funny, but I have to be serious.
Is that so? I don't even know this guy, but he starts accusing me of pitching his car. I've never seen your rotten car. And if you think so, you better tell the coppers. But don't tell me.
Johnny?
Hello, love. Giving me up for lost?
It's after 9.
14-hour day. Must speak to the union about it. Berger called me in tonight. Told me I was no bloody good.
Did you tell him you had a car?
Oh, yeah, sure. He was delighted. I didn't tell him I'd lost the bloody thing. My sample case was in it, too. I phoned the police 3 times, not a sign.
Well, they haven't had much time.
I don't think they're interested.
They said they get nearly all of them back. Anyway, there's no need to take it so hard. That old car doesn't turn up, we can simply claim the insurance and buy another one. That'll fix Berger. Or won't we? Johnny. But you can't drive a car without insuring it.
Oh, yes, you can. Anyone can drive a car anywhere. Third-party risk, that's all you need in case you knock some old codger down in the street.
Johnny, well, why did
That's all we had. If I'd insured fully comprehensive, it would have cost another £17.10, and I thought we'd save it. Well, even that's true. There wasn't £17.10 in the kitty. So we'll be paying out 20 quid a month to the bank till God knows when for nothing. What the hell are we going to do?
Just to wait, I suppose. Give it a few days, maybe all right.
That's the trouble. The longer we wait, the less chance there is of getting it back.
What else can we do?
I don't know.
Well, we can't get it back.
I don't know.
Johnny? What are you thinking about? Johnny? Johnny. That's the only one who told me about, isn't it?
You all right? Who did it, Alfie? Was it that boy Tars? Was it Tommy Tars?
Listen, Alfie. We can't help you if you won't help us. Stay with him till the doctor's seen him.
Right, sir.
He may decide to talk later on, and he may not.
But surely you can see why this
I
was
can
done.
see that the old man isn't going to make a statement now.
Well, Inspector, he talked to me.
Now he wishes he hadn't.
Well, I give you a direct lead to my car, haven't I? This proves that Towers must have had something to do with it.
You've been very helpful, Mr. Cummings, but proof means witnesses, evidence, and statements.
But surely it must have been Towers.
I'll question him.
How long will that take?
Call here, Inspector. They found some of the stuff from Sheldon's warehouse.
Thomas here. You'll be hearing from us in due course, Mr. Cummings. Yes? Where is it from? Ain't quite sure. Yes.
There you are. One in one. Thank you. What's the police? They're down at Alfie's.
Is anybody serving you?
Yes.
Miss Gerard, 4:15.
Rather late, I'm afraid. Traffic jammed up everywhere. I'd have taken a taxi.
Oh, Mr. Silverson told me to tell you he won't be seeing you this morning.
Well, I have an appointment with him. He's got to see me.
Got to?
Well, if he's here, surely he can spare me a few minutes.
You're an hour late. Mr. Silverson, a very busy man.
I've already told you I've had a hell of a job
so
getting
am
here.
I.
And you look it.
I told you not to go to other garages now, Mrs. Hurst, didn't I? I mean, a car like this, you want to keep nice. You want to keep it with people who really care about the job. See? Cliff, when can we give Mrs. Hurst's Jaguar a service?
Full up, Lido, till Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I have to be at Newmarket.
Surely we can fit an old customer like Mrs. Hurst in. Look, don't you worry, dear. You bring it in first thing tomorrow morning. I'll manage it somehow.
Thank you so much, Mr. Meadows.
It's a great pleasure, great pleasure. 10 gallons, chart to account, Cliff.
Won't you come in?
When are you getting out of here?
You tell me, and then we'll both know.
I told you any time. I know I'm not supposed to come around here, Mr. Meadows, but something's happened.
Well, you're a big boy, Tommy. You're a working man. Better use your own judgment sometimes, eh? Business, Jackie, out. Yes. Jackie, darling, how many times have I told you? Don't smoke before you've had your breakfast. It's bad for your health. You never listen, do you, naughty? Now then, Tommy, what's this something that's happened?
Well, a fella came round the victory last night. Oh. A right crumb he was. Then Freddie comes round and he said he'd seen him yakking to Alfie. You know, that old codger that sells the papers outside the George. Well, we went round to Alfie's, and after a bit of an up and a down, we admits this fellow's the owner of that new angler I stole.
So what?
So we done Alfie. I mean, we done his room, Mr. Meadows. We didn't hurt the old codger. Just done his place over a bit, you know. Tore it up a bit. Now the coppers have been round here this morning with this peanut.
What peanut?
The bloke whose car I nicked.
How could Alfie have put him onto you, Tommy?
Because he saw me nick his car. I took it from outside Burgess.
Come here, Tommy. I thought you were a big boy.
But Alfie won't
I thought I told you never to lift anything within 5 miles around here. Don't you ever learn? Oh, look at that. Right in the veneer. You'd never believe it, would you? Some of these young tarts, they just don't bloody care. Pick it up, Tommy.
Yeah, sure, sir.
You see, they never learn. They all think they know better than I do. But you've only got to look at them and look at me, haven't you? You see, I've got a legitimate business here, Tommy. I've got nearly 200 account customers, and I've got twice as much cash on the side. Why? Because I've learned that money makes money, Tommy boy. Never do anything silly, and you could be all right. Your trouble is you just don't think. You want to think, listen, learn, and don't go doing anything silly again. You see? Bye-bye, Tommy. I thought I said out, Jackie.
You rotten bastard.
Language, darling. It doesn't come nice from a young girl like you. If he wants to live, he's going to get hurt sometime. Anyway, why should you worry? You'll always do what I say, won't you, Jackie? Because I know how to handle people, you see. Clean this place up for me, Jackie, will you? I like to see everything nice and clean and tidy. Keep this place in.
Oh, they do. Anything you want, Larry?
No, just passing. Where's the angler?
Which one?
The one the Towers kid got.
Right there.
What have you done with it?
Nothing yet.
You're working the rule then, are you? You want to get organized, boy. Organized. What are you going to do in it?
Well, the usual plates, tires, engine number.
Spray?
Spray? What for? There are thousands of them that color.
Spray it, boy. Spray it. Listen, Regan. You don't do this week what you did last, do you? You want to think, boy. Get moving. Keep organized. See?
Good evening, Piper. Good evening, Piper.
Mr. Meadows?
Right.
Ice?
Yes. Keep it for me, will you, love? I'm just going to water the horse.
Burgess said he wanted to see you as soon as you came in.
See what?
Didn't say. But I fancy it's about Silverstone. I heard them on the phone. He really blew his top.
All right, I'll go.
I'd go now if I were you.
You're trying to say it isn't fair. I know it isn't, Alfie, I know.
But I said nothing about it.
No, I know, Alfie, and you won't say anything, will you? To anybody, anymore.
No.
Because, you see, you're just a useless old man. You understand, Alfie? You mustn't go bothering people. Never. Because nobody wants you, not even that nosy bastard from Burgess. You're finished, Alfie. You've no more use in this world than these.
No, after that Silverstone business, I've no alternative. We can't afford to offend people. You'll have to make way for somebody who can do the job with confidence.
But, Mr. Berger, Spink doesn't know the people.
I'm sorry. You can fill in the dispatch department for a week or two until you find another job. It's the best I can offer. Get me the export file, will you? C to G.
Burgess says you'll be taking over my area.
Yes. Sorry about that. Will, you be getting another one?
No, not right away.
Well, shouldn't take long to put me in the picture. No time like the present. Shall I sit down?
One of them, inspector at the local station. Well, open the door and let him in, Cliff.
Mr. Meadows, in the office.
Good evening, gentlemen.
A busy day, Mr. Meadows?
Well, the usual. Still, I've always got time to do somebody a favor. If you want any petrol, he'll fix it for you.
My name's Thomas, Gate End Station. This is Mr. Cummings. He works for Burgess. Do you know the place? Burgess, opposite the George. Just a routine inquiry. I believe Mr. Cummings saw you talking to a newspaper seller, Alfie Barnes, this evening outside the George. This is the man you saw, Mr. Cummings.
Yes. And I recognize that car.
Things slack at Burgess these days? Yes, I was there. I go there quite often. Can I buy you a drink sometime?
I should explain, Mr. Meadows. I'm making inquiries about a car theft. I wanted a statement from Alfie Barnes. I can't get that statement because Alfie's dead. Gassed himself this evening, shortly after you spoke to him. Maybe I could have a word with you.
Yes, of course, you can have a word with me, yes. Won't you come in?
Nothing for sale here.
Any time at all, Inspector, that I can be of any help, don't you hesitate to drop in. I'm usually here, and if there's any...
Good night, Mr. Meadows.
Good night, Inspector.
Right. I'll tell him.
Inspector, aren't you going to search the place?
No, I'm not.
But you can't leave it at that.
I'm not leaving it anywhere.
But he was with Alfie.
He says he often bought a paper there.
Does he know Tommy Towers?
He sells him petrol regularly.
Sir, can I interrupt?
But I told you. I saw his car, the same car that was at the cafe where I spoke to Towers. The whole thing fits. It's obvious.
There are a few points that haven't escaped me.
Well, I know that he went for Alfie, and I know he's got my car.
You know nothing. I know nothing yet. I think you should let me deal with this in my own way.
Inspector, the check on Meadows just came through, sir. No record and nothing known.
Can I give you a lift, Mr. Cummings?
No, thanks. It's...
Where's the Ground Express?
It's where you left it.
I told you I don't like your drinking. Why don't you leave it alone? You don't try and learn, kid. That's your trouble. Somehow you just don't try and learn, do you? Eh? What are you after, Jackie? I've given you this place, haven't I? Where would you be if I hadn't found you?
I'd be back at the remand home.
Yes. You don't want that, do you?
Sometimes I think I'd be better off there.
What's the matter, darling?
I'm bored.
What do you want?
I want another drink.
You know, Jackie, kid, you don't need to be bored with me. Come on, Jackie. Come on, darling. Come on. Keep knocking next time.
Sorry. I thought you'd want to know. He's still outside.
Who's still outside?
That little narc who brought the coppers here.
What do you want?
I want my car.
Do you think I've got it?
I know you've got it.
The police don't think so, do they, Cliff?
No.
They will. By the time I've finished.
You realize I could have you for breaking and entering, don't you? I should think you'd probably get about 2 years. Still, I'm a reasonable sort of a fella, you know. Have a look around for your car. Go on, try and find it. Come on. Right, are you satisfied? Now get out. Cliff. Not on the face, Cliff. Use your loaf.
He broke into Meadows' garage. I was shown a broken door panel. And they claim he attacked one of them.
Are you joking?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Cummings, but I'm afraid he walked right into it.
I went back to get my car.
And it wasn't worth it. Mrs. Cummings, your husband thinks this man Meadows has got his car. He may be right, but he's made a ruddy mess of things by interfering. I'm sorry this had to happen. I've sent for a doctor. Keep your husband quiet and keep him at home and out of trouble. I can find my own way out. Good night.
Good night. Johnny, you shouldn't be getting up. The doctor said 2 days at least, and then
He didn't suggest a couple of months in the south of France. I've got to get back to Burgess.
No, you don't.
I'm practically out of a job now. I've got to hang on to what's left.
I'll ring Burgess.
No, don't go away. Wait a minute. I want to talk to you. Give me a light. I want to tell you about last night.
Please, Johnny, it doesn't matter. I don't care about that old car, not now.
You don't care about it. I do. It's right there in front of my eyes. Don't you remember all the time and effort and hard cash we put into getting that car? That's why I went back to Meadows' garage. Because that car is worth it. I have to have it, Anne, don't you understand? It's going to make all the difference. I know I'm right. And the damn thing's right there in front of me all the time.
Yes, Johnny, I can see it all right. If you want to know, I see a whole lot more than one car. I see a whole procession of cars. Everything in life you ever wanted that was going to make all the difference.
What do you mean?
The pipe dreams, Johnny. It's like those glasses you wear. You don't really need them. They're no more real than that photographic studio you were going to start. Every penny you ever got from the army thrown away.
Now, wait a minute, Anne. That's not fair. You always said your sofa was a good idea. If I'd only gone into it alone instead of taking on a partner.
No, Johnny, it didn't work. It wasn't practical. It's like our cottage in the country. Every summer, a new plan, new set of drawings, another dream. This one's going to turn into a nightmare. Let it go, Johnny, before something worse happens to you. And to us.
I don't understand. I could have done these things. I only made one mistake. I didn't hang on.
I didn't see it through.
Because you're not made that way. You're not tough enough, Johnny. You're not meant to push and shove your way through life. And I don't want you to, Johnny. I love you just as you are. I don't want anything more.
I'll have to get down to Burgess. Look at the time. I'll get something to eat later on. We'll need another 10 gross of that lotion.
Right.
Hello, old boy. Sorry to bother you. I've been getting rid of so much stuff, I've used up my samples. You should know what I need, old boy. Can you oblige me?
One of these?
That's right.
A full one?
That's the ticket.
And you can tell Berger he can have his bloody job as well.
Darling, how much longer are you going to be? You're not even dressed yet. Didn't I tell you we're going out tonight?
I don't want to go to that club anymore.
What's wrong with the club?
Those tarts are too fat to trot around with nothing on.
Cut it out, will you, Jackie? I've told you I don't like you drinking that stuff.
It's so bad for the health.
Ah, grow up, will you? Look, kid, doesn't it mean anything to you that I want to take you out? Hmm? Listen to me. Don't you want to have fun like we used to? Don't you want to look nice, eh? Now what?
I've got some logbooks for you, Mr.
Well, why the hell didn't you give the Cliff downstairs?
He wants cash for them.
What do you mean cash? You get paid when they're fixed.
I've got to pack it in for a few days. I need the money.
What's this, 6? You getting a better price somewhere else, are you?
No, honest. I couldn't get no more. The coppers are all round the yards. Something stirred them up. They're all over the place. Honest. A mate of mine got pulled in. Great End Station. He won't talk, but...
Yes. All right. Take him down the stairs, Cliff, and give him the cash. Then clear out of here, see? Out. And keep right away till you hear from me. Where'd you get this?
I don't know. I got lots of stuff.
With Burgess printed all over it? Burgess! Every time something goes wrong, that bloody salesman crops up. Where did you get it?
Toby gave them me. He found a whole box full in that car he took.
You bloody little fool. What are you trying to do? You, Tommy, and that creeping salesman. You're going to ruin me between you. Don't you realize this stuff could be traced?
What's it to me?
What's it to you? You? What are you, Jackie, without me, eh? I'll tell you what. You'd be doing time for running away from the home. You'd be on your back in some cheap tip. You'd be trotting around some crummy club like one of those tarts you don't want to go and see. Stay there, Jackie. There. That's where you belong.
Oh, never mind. The job will turn up.
Representative wanted it with car. Salesman with car.
Okay, Rod, time to back up.
Right.
See you keep it up in house, Regan. What's this, a help yourself place?
I got everything under control.
How many waiting?
2 nearly done and 7 makes 9.
So how long before they're ready?
Well, a couple of weeks, that is.
Oh, you're still working the rule then, are you?
What's the trouble, Lionel?
Look, all I want is for you not to waste any time. I want this lot finished quick and out.
What's the trouble?
There's no trouble, boy. I'm looking after you. I'm telling you what to do.
And looking after Mr. Lionel Meadows.
Oh, no. No, not me, boy. I'm in the clear. All the time. This is your racket, Regan. Me? I'm in the garage business. Legitimate business. What are you waiting for?
Relax. Have a fag.
You asked me. You said I could come any time.
Oh, sure. You're going to stay.
What'll he do when he finds out?
He doesn't own you. I'll tell him where he gets off. I won't let him touch you. Who is it?
It's Cummings.
Well, look who's here. The lipstick man. What do you want?
I want to talk to you about my car.
Why don't you get out?
That old man, Alfie, told me that you took it.
Yeah, look what happened to him.
A decent old man is dead, and you're in it, Tommy.
Get out of it!
Not until you've told me where my car is and who's got it. I'll have to tell the police, but I'll keep you out of it.
Look, mister. I'm no cross, no split on anybody.
It was Meadows, wasn't it?
Leave me alone. Get out of here!
Jackie!
What do you want to go here?
Come on, I know you're in time.
Come on, darling.
Tommy boy, we only came to visit you.
All right, you
Let's get a look in then.
What's the wedding then, Tommy?
Do us a favour. Out. Not you. Get down the car.
Get out of here.
Take this with you when you go.
I'm in the way, ain't I? He said you had a little boy and a girl. On the way in the taxi, he told me.
And she'll have to stay the night. Well, I had to help her, whoever she was.
Were you thinking that she might help you?
Well, yes, she might.
But why didn't you take her to the police?
Because she wouldn't go. She's as scared of them as she is of Meadows.
Meadows will be looking for her, and you bring her here.
Maybe he doesn't know where she is.
Johnny, I'll give her this tea, then you've got to talk to her. She can't stay here.
Nice place you've got here. What do you pay? 4p a week?
You get out of here.
You should know better, taking young girls for taxi rides. You ought to come and work for me. I need a boy to sweep out. You're just about the right size.
You get out or I'll call the police.
Oh, no, you won't. You'll go and fetch that girl.
Daddy.
Shh, Martin, go to sleep.
Daddy, I was dreaming.
Come on now, turn over and go back to sleep.
Yes, Inspector. He's gone now. All right.
I'm getting out, Mrs. Cummings. I mean it. I heard you talking to the police.
Jackie, where are you going? Anne,
I'm not going back to Lionel Meadows. You can tell him that.
Another busy day, Mr. Meadows? You must be coining some brass.
What is it this time?
It's about a girl.
Don't tell me that crazy little lipstick peddler's been shooting his mouth off about me again.
So far, I've only spoken to his wife. And all I've come to say to you is this. If there's any more violence, or threats of violence to anyone, I'll take you in.
On the word of a rat. Look, Inspector, do I have to spend the rest of my life answering for that loose-mouthed little salesman? Why don't you lay off me? There's only one fact about this case, and that is that this here is a legitimate business. And I don't know, I would have thought that it was your job to protect all legitimate business.
My advice to you, Mr. Meadows, is to stick pretty close to your legitimate business from now on.
No, Johnny, I'm going to have my say now. I spoke to the inspector on the phone. And he said he wouldn't be responsible for any of us if you continue to interfere.
Interfere? Interfere with what? What the hell does he mean, interfere?
He said he was going to put an end to the whole business.
Exactly, that's just it. Don't you see? The whole business is all that interests him. He doesn't give a damn about our car.
I don't give a damn about our car. Listen, Johnny, I've tried to tell you as clearly as I could. I'll take you without the car, without a job. But I'm not taking this. If you don't promise me not to go near Meadows or any of them ever again, I'm taking the children away. I'm getting out, do you understand? Don't go near Meadows again.
Tommy? Tommy!
Doorway. Get back to Meadows.
Open the door, Tommy!
went for me. He tried to get my face. That lousy Lennon Pete and all. Not one of them came back.
I came back.
I said I wouldn't let him touch you. But I did. I didn't know what to do. What did you come back for, Jackie? Where have you been?
At that fella's place, Cummings. He was outside.
You've been at Peanuts?
He got me away from Meadows.
You shouldn't have done that, Jackie. He's in with the coppers. He's crazy.
What if he is? He's the only one that's ever helped me.
You think I'm a peanut, don't you? What are we going to do, Jackie? You know more than me.
Do I? That isn't what you used to say, Tommy.
I find I don't know too much. Why did you come back to me, Jackie? Are you staying?
It's up to you, Tommy. Is that Mr. Cummings?
Yes, it is.
I'll come right over. Yes, now. They're going to tell me all they know about Meadows. And they must know where he's got the car.
You're not going. You're not going, Johnny.
Anne, please, give me this one chance. After this, I'll do whatever you want. I'll call in the police once I know for sure.
It'll be too late then.
Darling, this may be my last chance. I've got to take it. This time I've got to hang on. I've got to see it through.
I won't be here when you come back. I mean it, Johnny.
Tommy! Tommy! Tommy!
Tommy. All right. If that's the way you want it, don't say I haven't warned you. You know, Meadows, you're in dead trouble now, boy.
Where the hell have you been?
I went out and rang up that bloke Cummings. I said we'd tell him. I said we'd tell him all about Meadows, the whole lot. If he left us out of it.
But
Left
Christ,
us out
why
of it,
did you do
Butchie.
that?
Because he can help us.
Cummings, he can't even help himself. Meadows would cut it to pieces, sure, Clint.
What are we going to do? Cummings can go to the police and he can have Meadows put away. He's our only chance, Tommy.
Well, I found Jackie. She's back at Tommy's. And that's not all. I've seen her on the phone. And that little narc's just got there, too. Well, they're going to shop us, Lionel.
Listen, do you think I'm going to let a couple of little kids and a lousy lipstick peddler take apart everything I've got? Do you think that, do you, Cliff? Do you know how many years I've spent planning and fixing this business? I'm not a one-timer, you know. I'm not a chancer. I'm in business, boy. I'm in big business.
I'm not going to let any lousy bastard pull me down.
All right, go easy.
Listen, get round to Regan's and get every car out of there.
But if we go round
Doesn't
there...
matter where you drive them, just drive them out. I'll get McKinnon on the phone and tell him to get out of town.
McKinnon, I can put you inside whenever I like, and I can make it as tough as I like.
Are you trying to threaten me?
Now, come off it, McKinnon. I know Meadows is behind this car racket. I know you've had dealings with him. You make a complete statement. I'll make it easy for you.
I don't think I heard you quite right. How do I
Don't
know...
waste my time. You'll have to talk sooner or later. I've made you an offer. Think it over.
Sorry, sir, but Mr. Cummings is waiting outside. Says it's most urgent.
Stay with him, Sergeant. He's got some thinking to do. Good day, Mr. Cummings. Something that can't wait.
Here's an address for you. A workshop that deals in stolen cars.
After you've done that, come back and help me out here. Right. No, I want McKinnon.
Oh, he left, did he? When? Oh, I see. No. No, there's no message.
Morning, gentlemen. Is there anything you want?
Some of you boys are not doing so well, Mr. Regan. Do you know Mr. Lionel Meadows?
You seem to know me, mister.
Inspector Thomas, Gate End Station. It's drafty in here. Perhaps you'll come along to my office and answer some questions.
You wouldn't want any grease on your nice upholstery.
I'll have a look at it.
Okay. Someone's tipped them off. They must have done.
Go down to Regan's. You what? Yeah, it's okay if they go in because we've got everything away. Just a couple of wrecks left there. Is this from Regan's? Did you bring this here? Well, yeah, I dumped it up the street. I had to have some... Get it out of here. But Larry, you can't leave it out there. Get it out of here. Jackie, they're all to
Early closing Saturday, Mr. Regan?
See? Everyone knows me.
I give Mr. Regan jobs. Panel beating, spraying.
I'm glad somebody looks after him.
I'll help you any time I can, Inspector. But if you want to talk with me, get him out of here.
Mr. Meadows, I've come here to give you a warning. Don't leave this district until you hear from me.
Don't you worry yourself about me, Inspector. You can afford to waste your time with your little friend here. I've got my work to see to.
That's all, Mr. Meadows.
I'm going in. Huh?
Get that bastard out of here!
I'll come in with you, Inspector. My car must be in there.
Look, I'll tell you. In 24 hours, I'm going to have enough information to put Meadows away on a dozen charges.
What about my car?
I'm not just working for you, Mr.
But if it's
Cummings.
in there, it must be evidence.
I'm going to get all the evidence I want.
About my car?
I'm going to get Meadows for 100 cars.
You're going to wrap up the whole business.
Mr. Cummings, you've been very helpful, and I've acted on your information. Now, will you please leave this to me?
To hell with leaving it to you. Leave it to you, and I'll never see my car again.
So what? So what makes your car so important?
I'm holding a man who's going to talk about every stolen car Meadows ever had. I couldn't care less about your car. My job is to go for the major charge. I'm not going to put Meadows away for 6 months when by waiting a few hours I can get him for 6 years.
All right, Inspector, you've said it now. I know what you want. A big haul, legitimate promotion.
I'm not going to argue with you. And I'll tell you something else. Stay away from here or I'll take you in as well. All right, Dawson.
I'll get this out.
You leave it where it is!
But why? If they
I'll tell you why. Because he thinks it's here. That stupid little bastard thinks it's here. And he's going to come back for it. And this time, I'll kill him.
Wait a minute.
I'll stick his body in his precious car, set fire to it, and I'll dump the whole bloody lot!
Tommy, we got to get out of here.
Do you think we could just take off? Get on a bike and go on to Mum? We've got nowhere to go.
Cup of tea?
Tell me what you're going to do. I want to know, mate. Listen to me, Lionel. What about the car? Either we got to get it out of here or we got to go. It'll be dark soon. Let me drive it out.
It's staying here! What's the matter with you, Cliff? You scared? You scared of what that lipstick peddler can do? Listen, you don't have to worry, Cliff boy. I'm getting another garage next year, didn't I tell you? Listen, you could be manager. Think of that, manager. Perks and a percentage. No, you want to get out, don't you? You want to get back and run with a mob. Well, go on then, you useless slob. I don't need you. Your kind's 10 a penny. Get out of my place!
Still in there.
He won't do anything. He's too scared, just like we are. Meadows talked his way out of it. He always will.
Well, what if we went to the police, Tommy?
And you'd be inside. And what did I say? Please, Inspector, I stole a car. Lock me up if you can't touch Meadows. It's no use, Jackie. It won't work.
Waiting for somebody? I heard what the boys are saying. You want your car. It's none of my business, but you should leave these people alone. The police will catch up with them. It's nothing to be afraid. I'm afraid of these people. They care for nobody. They will destroy themselves. You should go home.
Tell me what to do.
Go and get the police!
All right, little man. There it is. Well, what are you waiting for?
Get back.
Here he is. And here's your evidence. I'll leave you to get the other 99. Let the kid go. How about opening those doors? I'm going home. Dawson? Anne? Anne!
Johnny comes marching home again, oh yeah, oh yeah. They'll give him a swinging welcome then, oh yeah, oh yeah. The girls are screaming, the boys will shout, and the old folks too will all turn up, and they'll all go mad when Johnny comes marching home. Will a ball be